time I go to music. Every single motherfucking time. I gotta
I
hear.
remember you.
Dog, that shit
I
is.
remember you had the fucking Kid Cudi, you know, you fucking vibe. You had the vibes. That boy showed me playlists, all type of shit. What you had?
Electronic music vibe, indie music vibe. I got gems in there.
Yeah.
I can look up a gem. I get 5 other gems. Lil Shinny, Lil Tyler. Why? Why? Like that's not the switch I want ever. That's what ever. I ain't gonna lie. Cause we're hearing Coldplay, Viva La Vida to hearing. Like even if it's that record, it's not even that song. It's always like it's always a slow ass one where I'm like, what am I hearing? Like why is it in my ear? I'm even be questioning why am I hearing this?
You start getting some of the ash in me.
Yes. I'm talking about the shit we listened to back then. It's not even the new shit. It's the shit that we've been hearing. We've been hearing this shit, and then I get the same little 3 Lil Tyler songs, Law and Order, Law and Order Part 2. And I'm like, okay, man. Okay.
Oh
But I
shit.
get it. You're stuck there. You're stuck in that time. But fuck, get it together.
Yo, you just gotta look at that new one. I'm gonna get you right. So that LKB Cypher, you gonna get all them. You gonna bust it. See, hey,
It's the thing where the fucking Paul Stadium day. Never get fucked up again. I can't fuck it up myself. That's how bad it is.
That shit is crazy. Hey, that nigga Grits. I spent some time here. Cook.
Yeah.
This is the same across the board.
Nigga, I remember mornings, just music videos playing on the P5. Well, you would be going. I would drop you off to work. That's what it'd be.
Yeah.
I would take that nigga to work. I go to his crib. I get mine. I'm in his room. What?
Let me put you on the shit real quick. As soon as I get home.
Oh shit! You got mad trying to spun them bitches like 1,000 times, especially in that era.
Had to.
Especially in that era.
Cause ain't no way them bitches pop up like that. Ain't no way. I'm sorry, it's not like a one time like. I'm talking about every time I press the my mix, it's them songs. I can't look up rap without hearing them niggas. Yeah, it's that bad. It's that bad.
This is the genre, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, you like this shit. You know that.
I'm talking. I got Lil Shimmy radio, bitch. Might as well. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm tight.
Nigga finna Wiz having all that shit. Oh shit, bro. It's done. He said he only like Guitar Hero songs. That's how they hit the OG.
Yeah, trying like Guitar Hero song. That shit be
Oh
sliding.
shit.
That Guitar Hero be sliding. Don't do that.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
But that's not always the case. Over the years, when a game releases on multiple platforms, you hope that the game experience more or less is the same across. When a game releases,
I like to see the same game because that shit is obviously different. That shit is different. GameCube, the best looking one.
Yeah.
Like
PSC was on fire some shit. PC like PSC. And Wii.
yeah.
You know what happened with the Wii? That shit's a Wii edition.
Yeah,
So
edition.
You know what I'm talking about.
You know that shit. You probably playing and shooting shit, poor shit.
on multiple platforms, you hope that the game experience more or less is the same across the board. But that's
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Fuck the Wii, bro. It's like 3 good games. And I'm not even adding Michael Jackson. That's the 4th good game. Just fuck the Wii, cuz. They got Mario, fucking Mario World, fucking Mario Kart, fucking anything Wii boxing, Wii sports.
They got that shit online.
And fucking Michael Jackson experience. I can only name 5 games that really hit. Wii. 5 games. What are we talking about? Go ahead, name your list. Wii games. Go ahead.
You know, my list is pretty thin as well. But I'm gonna put. You know what we had? They had the best original games. Like I'm talking about. I'm talking about like we play.
You damn. I don't know.
Boy, I'm talking about bro. Like I said, Brayden had everything. No, this nigga had Wii Sports and a shit called Wii Play. If you look at Wii Play, it's literally like table tennis, fucking pool, like billiards, and you playing on the Wii.
But like, well, it's just it got hella games or something? Cause
just like the Wii Sports, just like Wii Sports, but it's just hella different games, like games, like table tennis and shit like that.
Like playing that shit as family and shit.
Me and Brayden going crazy on that shit. On somebody, we learned it, but we had to learn ping pong on that shit. I remember hitting the net like, why the fuck this shit keeps saying out?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, ping pong is confusing. You do have to learn ping pong and tennis. Like you gotta learn that shit. Like,
and then we got the tech too. The tech too. We was really on them shits. It got to a point. I remember I got a video game cheat code book, and I learned how to like change the ball on the Wii and shit. It was reps.
Yeah, I ain't look up no cheat codes. All in the PS2
had a
section.
book, bro. I had a whole. I had that shit from the Scholastic book
the
fair.
book fair. I know that shit. The green book.
It was not great.
Green and silver.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Oh, great.
No bullshit. No,
yeah,
you're on point. Silver, you're on point.
Yeah, I know that shit.
Silver as fuck.
I was in the PS2 section. Ooh. All of it. I couldn't remember the games. I'm all in there.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I was too. I remember seeing like GTA. I had GTA. I remember seeing. I had the GTA, and I wrote down all the GTA ones for my city. Yeah. So I had me a little piece of paper. And somebody, yeah, just go here. I mesmerized the Rhino tank.
Wow.
Yeah, I was shooting like a motherfucker. I'm summoning a fucking tank.
Wow.
Every time. You get around. Boop, boop, boop. It always used to go like this.
They used to say cheats and shit, ain't it?
No.
In GTA?
No, not in Vice City, boy. You had to put the bitches in every single time. Same inputs. Boop, 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 boop.
I just never forget going to my cousin's house, and every time I go on San Andreas, nigga got jetpack. I used to be like, what the fuck?
I think you got it in the game then. I think you got it in.
Shit, probably so. I never played the story because I was always like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got it in the game. The whole game, just play it overworld.
I was like, what the fuck? Why does this nigga have a jetpack? It's all shit in the hood, and that was on the air of military base or some shit. Like, bitch, what? Yeah, fucking streets. I'm flying around.
I dead ass have to play like GTA San Andreas Red because that's the only ones that I never really got to finish.
I got that bill, but you know what happened with me.
Oh, I see what happened with you.
Yeah, we got to do that bitch on the 5.
Yeah,
I'm not going to that shit. I'm lucky I ain't streaming that shit, bitch. I've been mad to the motherfucker on the stream. Like, all them retries, burning house. Why the fuck is she not stepping out the house? What's going on?
What's the game is fucked.
Damn. I turn it off, turn it back on. I clear the game, go back in. What the fuck? Fam, I done caught the train. I'm not fucking catching the train again, bro. I already caught the train. Catch the train, PJ. I caught the fucking train. That was him. Nigga, fuck. Nigga, I'm not man, fuck you. Nigga.
As the train, see, that was hell. I ain't gonna lie, that when that should be hell. When the game is hell, don't make me try to do that.
No, you know it's hell when it's a strong, like everybody knows it.
Everybody, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
I played it, like.
You already knew what you was getting into. I understand that completely.
I got there, I said, oh shit.
This is what they were talking about.
Oh, really? Oh shit. I'm on the motorcycle.
I mean, they'd be like, oh, they wasn't lying.
Yeah, they was talking about a train. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, oh, it's talking about catch the train. I'm like, oh shit. God.
You be ready to say shit. Oh, wasn't that bad? You be ready to just poop a nigga around like, oh, you pussy as well. Like, you ain't be that shit in one truck.
I sit there silent, like, let's see. Right? The first go around, I'm like, when I realized what's going on, I'm like, okay, let's see.
Yep.
Hit that sit up.
Yep.
Okay. All right, then lost one life.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Lean back again.
There it is.
That third one, that's when I start talking.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I start talking. I started talking about it.
I know the game gets you when I start pausing. I gotta mentally catch a break because too much going on.
Yeah, yeah,
like, yeah, Wally.
No string, no nothing. Just pause that bitch.
Yeah, like, just pause. Like, hold on. All right, let back in.
No, that fucking nigga. Like, damn, bro. I was like, yo, it's the game. Like PlayStation 2, like, nah, if it was updated, I'm like, nah.
No.
That shit had me thinking like, nah, it's the texture, bro. I'm like, it's the fucking graphics. They fucking up. Like, I can't even jump right onto the train. Like, they fucking it. You feel me? I'm like, this is PS5, I would have slid it. Like, you know, like real life, like how to change the game. I'm like,
PS5. Over.
I'm like, this is made it in the wrong time. So I started blaming shit like on shit, bro. On shit.
They ain't even happy yet.
On shit.
Holy shit. It how you feel.
Bro, it wasn't horrible, but it probably took me like good 8-9 tries. Like I wouldn't be mad about 10.
No, you can't. I bet when you won, it was pretty much bullshit ass run.
It felt good.
What's good?
Felt good.
Oh, okay, you always gonna feel good when you win.
Felt good.
I know you felt good when you win.
Oh, I can't tell you what happened.
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't tell you what happened after I got on the goddamn train.
You probably had some bullshit.
Getting on train is the hardest fucking part for some easier shit. It was way, bro.
Where get work under that?
Whoa.
Just getting on that motherfucker there.
Just getting on the train. That's why that shit is so iconic. Catch the train, CJ. I forgot how the fuck I found out about it, but I seen a list of niggas talking about how fucking hard it is. Just laugh about this shit like, yo, this shit used to be so fucking crazy. I'm like, damn, bro, I got that little GTA trilogy.
I'm really trying to think of like some of like the hardest games back in the day. Like they really had me like, yeah, no.
I like some of the hardest games.
You should watch that.
Or you want physics? 50 minutes when I finished.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I saw a lot of fucking them lines. I didn't like that.
Nigga, I just looked at 50, nigga. We ain't doing that.
Oh, I see 50. Ooh.
Nigga, 50. That's what I just.
Oh, we can skip through.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic Elite.
Nigga,
okay.
let's go right there. I had that. Did they talking shit?
Was this when it came?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Only fucking one I wanted. I never gave a fuck about all that running shit.
What? When that nigga said some ass? Oh yeah.
Nigga, I know a nigga right now who like be beating the Sonic games. He came to my crib to make some music. He a producer.
JT Homeboy DJ? That nigga like he on it Sonic game. Like he focused on it.
I've seen this nigga fucking beat a Sonic. I'm like, damn, you beat it? He said, yeah, it's like my third time.
I ain't gonna let that shit sit like the OG ass Sonic game. Like
Arcade Mania ass Sonic fam. No. Arcade Mania ass fam.
Yeah, I played it and I played it like on my PC and it was cool. Like I played it with like the other characters.
Team 2.
Like, you know, one of the Flash games.
Yes,
but
bro.
like
that's all it feels like though.
It's a Flash game. Like that's exactly what the fuck it is. Like it feels damn near pointless to be doing that shit.
That nigga Mario be going crazy. Yeah. Mario be having motion like a bitch.
Mario has motion because he got different shit going on.
Rabbits. Fucking. Oh, you want to play World? Oh shit, you want to play fucking Universe? Planet, bitch?
You want to fight everybody?
You want to fight everybody? The fuck?
I don't know what Sonic in that game. I don't know how the hell
that nigga really said you want to fight everybody? No, like let's lock in on that. Mario said you want to like the way you just said like what the fuck? Girl, shit. You want to fight everybody?
Fight everybody? Fuck it. Let's do this shit, man. Run this shit up. Everybody, run this shit up. Grab everybody. Grab everybody ever from Nintendo. I need to see what their hands talking about.
But did he not start Smash?
Oh no, 100%.
Because what is most Mario characters?
Super Smash Bros had fucking Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Peach, and like Star Fox, Captain Falcon, and like maybe one other nigga. That was it.
Yep. You damn right. You damn
Nintendo 64, nasty as fuck.
Oh fuck! Damn, I got hit. I took the fuck out of Mario Stick too. I wonder if you were looking at it.
I don't think you really gave a fuck.
Wow.
Like I noticed that too, and when I saw what it was on, I was like, "Damn, I don't know if he cares." I was like, like I said, it's one of them ones like he'll get it if you need it.
Yeah, God. You going, hey Rick?
What much you got? Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the PlayStation 2 didn't really get a whole lot of Sonic stuff. Like, for instance, it got neither of the Sonic Adventure games, which did go to GameCube. It did get Sonic Heroes, and I mean, that was a W because it wasn't as bad as the Xbox version of Sonic Heroes, which ran
it hurt your whole body. I saw that.
I was like, oh my god. I saw that shit.
Neither of the Sonic Adventure games, which did go to GameCube. It did get Sonic Heroes, and I mean, that was a W because it wasn't as bad as the Xbox version of Sonic Heroes, which ran I mean, that was a W because it wasn't as bad as the Xbox version of Sonic Heroes, which ran absolutely terribly. Like, oh my god. And then they got Shadow the Hedgehog, you know, the emo, edgy spinoff. But then things get weird when we're looking at the mainline Sonic games. Sonic 06 released...
Never seen gameplay for that game. That's the first time I've ever seen gameplay.
Wait, Shadow Generations or some shit?
No.
Or Shadow what?
That I think it might have been Generation something like that, but I know he was on that cover talking about something. With two blicks.
Fam, why the fuck? Why they say Knuckles a nigga over Shadow?
Because Knuckles got dreads.
Fucking stereo.
And he's very, very aggressive. And he always has hands. He isn't, I ain't gonna lie, like, yeah.
So you said he a nigga over fucking...
And Shadow got introduced later on.
Bro, Shadow the nigga over fucking Knuckles.
Shadow was created in the lab.
Really?
Yeah. He kind of like the counterpart to Sonic. Like they're both white men.
Skia. Skia, hey, I'm on stream. Hey, Zaphia. You good? You at work? Tired. Nah, I'm Zaphia. Skia.
On the Xbox 360 and PS3. So sorry, PS2 players, you're out of luck. Sonic and the Secret Rings released on the Wii, but Sonic Unleashed, oh baby, it's coming back to the PS2. Sonic Unleashed is an interesting game. So it was like a main, it's coming back. Rings released on the Wii, but Sonic Unleashed, oh baby, it's coming back to the PS2. Sonic Unleashed is an interesting game. So it was like a main Sonic game. It was developed for a couple more months than Sonic 06 at least. Sonic turns into a werehog. But while Sonic 06's development made it where it would be too hard to get Sonic 06 working on the Wii, so they forked it and did a whole Sonic and the Secret Rings thing, Sonic Unleashed would have a dedicated Wii version. They were going to avoid the whole issues that they ran into before. So essentially, Sonic Unleashed would enter development on two separate engines, one being made for Xbox 360 and PS3, and the other being made for the Wii. Now, just to be clear, Sonic Unleashed on the Wii, it could have been the same exact engine as the Xbox 360 and PS3 version. I couldn't find like definitive answers, but it was a different build specifically for the Wii in mind. It wasn't like how the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions were like built at the same time with the intentions of it forking for those versions. This one was developed like separately during the same time, simultaneously. But here's the thing that's interesting is that the game has the same story. It has the same like location. The concept of having like werehog levels and running levels are there the same. However, the level designs are actually different, and just some things about the actual levels and gameplay are different as well. Also, some of the cutscenes are altered, not necessarily like the 3D pre-rendered ones, but the like smaller like ones that could have been done in engine so that they could run on the Wii. But at the same time, they were like, hey, you know what? We have this Wii version. Let's go ahead and make a PS2 version based on the Wii version. So then we have like another downgrade of the first of all like lower quality downgrade that was already being developed. It's not that interesting of a downgrade really. It's just there's like worse graphics on the PS2 version compared to the Wii version. Sound quality's also not the best, but it's just an interesting instance because we were like, okay, we have Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Then there's the downgraded version, which is for the Wii, which, you know, has some technical changes so that the game still like works and feels like a similar experience, even though it's not the same experience. And then we have this PS2 bastard child. Have at it, PS2 fans. And that was Sonic Unleashed. What an interesting time. Now, when it comes to games that have really bad ports across the board, there's definitely a lot, but we wanted to focus more on the ones that have like a really, really unique story or some interesting angle to it. Batman Arkham Knight is one that's often brought up when it comes to PC versions of games being not good. Released in summer of 2015, the PC version was kind of a joke. Like, it had some of the worst game optimization ever. There were frame rate drops, crashes, there was a lot of stuttering. Even if you had like the best PC, the game would not work right. There was a lot of backlash when this happened, and Warner Bros. Actually ended up choosing to delist the game from Steam and work on some fixes, and they eventually would re-release the game in October of 2015 with some fixes. But man, the reputation was a bit rough. There are other examples of this specific scenario where especially PC players getting a worse version of something that console players had.
You know that shit was real when I sat in silence and like just pulled it out of nowhere like,
Hey, you really sat there,
yeah.
straight faces fucked up. I ain't get no fucking milkshake. And I just was genuinely pissed. Like, I'm like, oh, yo, fuck that shit.
Fuck, I sat there and thought, oh, I'm gonna get Oreo and cheesecake. Yeah. Said sweet tea, what the fuck? Bitch, this one I'm like, I'm fried. Cause, like, bitch, it's I've been up for 72 hours. Fuck. All them sleeps was naps, man.
No, and now you understand, bro. You're only taking naps, bro. You're only taking naps. So when niggas be like, oh, D been dead all day, there's a fucking reason why D been dead all fucking day. I need it. I need to be dead all day because my brain be fucked.
I got the money. I could buy the game now. I just
Pretty much too many games, bro. And I don't play it.
that nigga had to get PSN.
Bro,
The fucking PS Plus.
bro, I pay for this shit every month, bro. It just get to a point like that's my best option.
Yeah, but you had to. You had to get PlayStation
I'm
Plus.
still paying every month.
You had to. It's still the best option, nigga.
It's still the best.
It's still the best option, my nigga. It's still the best option, my nigga. Don't ever drop that shit.
I ain't never drop. I got that premium motherfucker. I can't go back. I ain't gonna lie, streaming games. I can't go back.
Yeah, bro.
I know like shit.
You bougie as fuck now.
Yeah, I'm bougie as fuck. I don't know.
The accessibility you have, like, I don't got that on Switch.
Niggas know. I be like, bro, hop on this shit. I got downloaded real quick. What?
I sit there and wait for downloads to this day.
Why you download what? I mean, on Pat like Pat. You don't got this. Be like, yeah, I got downloaded real quick. Bro, get that shit on my ear, bro. Just hop on.
Damn, so only like 25?
Hmm?
So only like what, 25?
What?
PlayStation Plus?
Yeah, it's like premium is like 30.
Premium is the stream?
Yeah, everything. Premium is PS1 game and shit like that.
Oh.
And stream, yeah. Because extra, you don't got to stream, but
It's kind of weird how that dynamic was really common in the older days of gaming where PC players would be left out to just have like some weird jank version of a game. Things have kind of shifted since then. Sometimes the PC version of a game is better and the console versions are the worst versions, but nonetheless, the Batman Arkham Knight story is just one that like we couldn't at least touch on, even if we're not going to go into every single time there was like a bad port for frame rate issues or just like, you know, bad optimization. But yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, whew.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want, bold and bright, minimalist and sleek, or something you didn't even think of. Just describe the vibe you want, or even use the colors of your logo, and let AI do its thing. Beautiful. Next up is the AI section creator. This is great for those website essentials like a contact section or a place to subscribe. Now, I'm running a sale, so I punch in some details, and just like that, I have a promo section. Functional and beautiful. I love it. Now, for the AI text creator. I got some products that need description, so I type in some keywords, and there it is. I've got copy that lands. Now, let's see what the AI image creator can do. Sometimes you just want to spice up your visual game. Type your idea and watch it turn into a high-quality image in seconds. You can have some real fun with this. If you need to tweak something, just brush it over, write what you want, and there it is. I may not be an artist, but that's art.
Initially, when starting to put together this topic, the first game that came to my mind was Mortal Kombat 1 for the Nintendo Switch. Do you guys remember how bad that game looked and how bad it was compared to the other versions for like Xbox Series X, PS5 and PC? It was just one of the worst graphical downgrades we've seen and probably one of the most recent examples we're gonna have on this list, because this game came out less than 2 years and PC. It was just one of the worst graphical downgrades we've seen and probably one of the most recent examples we're gonna have on this list, because this game came out less than 2 years ago. Now the Switch has... Initially, when starting to put together this topic, the first game that came to my mind...
With Switch.
With Switch?
That...
Bro, that one. This game specifically, yes. It was this game. And you know when we argued it?
What?
When I was in fucking Florida.
Because Mortal Kombat 1, nigga, I don't even have that.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I don't, cuz.
So for sure you don't. No, for sure you don't.
Okay.
No, I guarantee you.
Okay, yeah.
No, because we for sure talked about the one beforehand that had noobs, sideboard, and shit like that.
Hmm?
That's the one we talking about.
Was that?
And was Mortal Kombat 1...
Was then...
That wasn't
Minecraft.
I want to say we argued about it in Florida while we were playing the Switch. Because I was like, man, you got Mortal Kombat? And you was like, I thought about getting that bit, and I was like, that shit ass. And you was like, it ain't like that bad when we played it. I was like, bro, yes the fuck it was. Like, you ever playing with your right crib? And you was like, we played? I was like, yes, bro, and that shit was ass. I remember that shit. That shit was ass. And you was like, bro, I remember that shit. I was like, bro, I remember that shit. That shit was ass.
That shit decent.
I ain't gonna count. I'm gonna give you that.
You pay me that stuff?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you that decent off the fact that he's saying Mortal Kombat 1. And that shit was even worse. Wow. So, it might have been decent.
For the Nintendo Switch. Do you guys remember how bad that game looked and how bad it was?
I ain't gonna lie, this not even like 1. This is like 11. I ain't gonna lie.
I used to play 3DS ports.
Wait, this is one. That's smoke.
Compared to the other versions for like Xbox Series X, PS5 and PC. It was just one of the worst graphical downgrades we've seen and probably one of the most recent examples we're gonna have on this list. Because this game came out less than 2 years ago. Now the Switch has never been the most powerful console and me and Elijah will actually talk about that a little bit later on in the video. But damn, Mortal Kombat 1 for the Nintendo Switch was just rough. Besides the obviously noticeable graphical downgrades, there was also a
Keyboard, bro. Stop doing that shit. Get violated. Just press the back button, bro. Fuck.
ton of performance came out less than 2 years ago. Now the Switch has never been the most powerful console and me and Elijah will actually talk about that a little bit later on in the video. But damn, Mortal Kombat 1 for the Nintendo Switch was just rough. Besides the obviously in the video. But damn, Mortal Kombat 1 for the Nintendo Switch was just rough. Besides the obviously noticeable graphical downgrades, there was also a ton of performance issues and missing content, going as far as some fatality effects and stuff not being in the Switch version. And honestly, the more you think about it, the worse it gets, because this was also a $70 game. Yes, these two versions I'm showing you side by side were the same price tag. One looks like a modern Mortal Kombat game, and the other one looks like someone demade Mortal Kombat 1 for the N64. And while the developer acknowledged some of the issues and did some patches to fix some stuff, there's still a lot of performance issues as far as I can tell from doing some research on the patches. And obviously the horrendous visual downgrade is not something they can, update with patches as easily. So the game still looks the same. It just runs. And they can, update with patches as easily. So the game still looks the same. It just runs slightly better.
You guys remember the console, the 3DO? Yeah, me neither. But there was a port of Doom for the 3DO that was officially sanctioned in 1996. Essentially, the company Art Data Interactive purchased the console rights to Doom, but they didn't have a team that would actually be able to do a 3DO port, so they shopped around some studios, and they found a lady known as Rebecca Heinemann, who worked at Logicware, to work on a port. She apparently had made the Wolfenstein 3DO port, so they were like, oh, this person can do it well. Heinemann accepted the job under the impression that,
to look at, but it also obviously was the worst way to experience Resident Evil 2. And I could get into the whole Tiger Electronics thing and the Game.com console, but honestly, maybe we'll save that for another video because I already talked about the Zeebo a bunch. There was one more recent Resident Evil port that was kind of weird, since with Resident Evil Revelations 2, the PS Vita also got a version. This was obviously a downgrade in performance and graphics, and the co-op mode was cut. It was just overall a worse version of the game. Now, what's interesting is that this goes as far as the button layout also being messed up, because the PS Vita doesn't have L2 and R2 buttons, like the triggers at the bottom, right? It just has the bumpers at the top. So the way the game played was also worse. And then I looked into the studio that did this a little bit, and they're mostly known for mobile ports and web games and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's kind of a weird choice. Definitely not a good port.
Let's talk about Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, interestingly enough, this was a really big title for the Sega Dreamcast, and nowadays, in general, Sonic has kind of the reputation of not being the most polished game series, especially in the 3D realm of games. Matter of fact, Sonic Adventure in general doesn't have the best reputation. However, a lot of people don't realize that the GameCube version, which came out a couple of years after the original launch of Sonic Adventure for the Sega Dreamcast, was essentially just not the best port. Don't get me wrong, I loved Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut for the Nintendo GameCube. I loved it as a kid. It was my first main Sonic Adventure game, and then I played Sonic Adventure 2 afterwards. It was cool, but there were bugs. I mean, it wasn't Director's Cut.
Excuse me, play you for those ultras?
Well, we're kind of high level.
Fascinating.
Ice cold.
I wasn't quite sure if Minecraft for the new 3DS counted on this list, because it's not necessarily a bad game, it's just that all the other versions of Minecraft are much better. This version released for the new 3DS in 2017 exclusively on the eShop, even though I think there is some level of physical release, at least in the US, which I think was the only country that got a physical version of this. But yeah, this was just a heavily modified version of the Pocket Edition, which was a version of Minecraft that was made for weaker phones, so it already was a weaker weaker version itself. I think I bought the Pocket Edition back in the day on my iPod Touch and I would play it at school. It already was kind of a weird version I always preferred when I got home and I was able to play Minecraft on my computer. Anyways, I'm getting off track. This version was kind of limited with the frame rate that it could hit, and also there was a limit on the worlds and how large they can be, I think, which might have been something that just came with the Pocket Edition. I'm not sure, I don't remember anymore. Also, post-launch support just wasn't there. Minecraft lives off its updates, and this new 3DS version was only supported for like a year and a half, or not even a year and a half. I think it was just like roughly 16 months before the last update came out, and the Minecraft version for the new Nintendo 3DS was abandoned, making it one of the most short-lived Minecraft versions out there. Now, if you had this as a kid and this was the only way to enjoy Minecraft, I'm sure you had a great time. And I mean, I think for a Minecraft port on a 3DS, it's not the worst thing ever, but it definitely is a weaker version of the overall Minecraft experience, especially looking back to it nowadays with, you know, the Switch version being out and all these other things.
Okay, let's talk about James Bond for a second. If you guys didn't know, we did a deep dive on every single James Bond game that's ever released. But it was interesting to take a closer look at these two games, The World Is Not Enough and The World Is Not Enough. If you can tell by the box arts here, one of these is the Nintendo 64 version and the other is the era.
2012 was an interesting year for gaming overall. There was a bunch of really good games that came out that year. We got Mass Effect 3, we got Far Cry 3, we got Dishonored, we got Assassin's Creed 3, Max Payne 3 also came out. Plus, also Borderlands 2 released in 2012, which probably was the co-op game of the year. Now, another thing that happened in 2012 was the PlayStation Vita releasing, at least over here in the West, and that console was off to a rough start. Within a year, major publishers like EA, Ubisoft, or Activision stopped making games for the console because of low sales. Sony themselves never put franchise. 2012 was the PlayStation Vita.
Slightly, if we were going to make this topic of a video, because that was such a big time of like the port era.
2012 was an interesting year for gaming overall. There was a bunch of really good games that came out that year. We got Mass Effect 3, we got Far Cry 3, we got Dishonored, we got Assassin's Creed 3, Max Payne 3 also came out. Plus, also Borderlands 2 released in 2012, which probably was the co-op game of the year. Now, another thing that happened in 2012 was the PlayStation Vita releasing, at least over here in the West, and that console was off to a rough start. Within a year, major publishers like EA, Ubisoft, or Activision stopped making games for the console because of low sales. Sony themselves never put franchises like God of War, Gran Turismo, or Infamous, or whatever they had at the time, on the PlayStation Vita, which is something they would do with the PlayStation Portable years ago. And even by E3 2014, Sony themselves barely mentioned the PlayStation Vita at their own showcase. So within like 2-3 years, it was pretty clear the PlayStation Vita was gonna be a failure. Now, I was a big PlayStation Portable enjoyer, and so I did pick up the Vita and I did play a bunch of games, you know, starting from 2012 onwards. And while I personally had some fun times with the Vita, and there was some interesting little games on there, there was also some really bad ports that were held back by the Vita's hardware limitations. In my opinion, the most notorious one was Borderlands 2 for the PlayStation Vita, which released in 2014, 2 years after the original Borderlands 2 release. This game struggled to maintain 20 FPS and, you know, often dipping even below that, which you can clearly see from the footage. It's hard to aim, it's hard to walk around, it's hard to like even talk to NPCs and stuff. And forget about it when there's some intense combat sequence or even an explosion, because the frame rate is just gonna fall off a cliff. And obviously, because the PlayStation Vita, they also had to downgrade the graphics and the visual clarity, which does not help at all when, you know, the game is already stuttering along, that you're also not able to see as much detail from the get-go. There was this weird popping going on with the enemies because the render distance was also low. It was just kind of a mess of a port. Plus, the NPCs themselves, or the AI, was just dumbed down because I guess the Vita couldn't calculate that much, or I don't know how that works, but that's what I assume. So the game overall just kind of felt like a way worse version than Borderlands 2 on any other platform. Now, if you ever played Borderlands 2, what made Borderlands 2 special was a 4-player co-op. It was really fun to hop on with 3 other friends and, you know, play through this massive campaign. It is actually a really good co-op game. One of the very few games that naturally feels like a 4-player co-op game. Now, the PlayStation Vita version cut that down to only 2 players being able to play, which could be due to the hardware not being able to handle 4 players at a time, but I like to believe that they just knew you weren't gonna find 3 friends that own a PlayStation Vita. Now, this port was outsourced by Gearbox and not developed by them. It was developed by Iron Galaxy Studios, who have a long track record of making all sorts of ports and stuff, and they're also the ones that made the Batman Arkham Knight port for the PC, which we talked about earlier. So it kind of comes full circle here. Also, Borderlands 2 obviously had a lot of DLC, and some of the DLC actually sadly never made it to the PlayStation Vita, even though the Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition with all DLC already came out the year prior to this. Overall, this is just the worst version of Borderlands 2 you can play, which, you know, is a great game if you play it on anywhere else besides the Vita.
In our last video, we talked about a game that was kind of a spin-off, but also a port. It's a weird mix of it. Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop for the Wii. It came out like a year and a half after the first Dead Rising game came out. That was just a wild game experience. It had a lot of like things cut out of the game, but more interestingly, it reused assets from Resident Evil 4 for the Wii. I don't know how this happened. I guess it was utilizing the same engine and they didn't want to like port all the guns and weapons over. So they were just like, you know what, whatever, just throw them in there and call it a day. We already talked about this game not too long ago, so I don't want to like talk about it for forever, but Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop, the notably worse version of Dead Rising 1 for those Wii kids out there. Heyo, I see you.
Also, I think something we didn't really mention in the last section we did on this game is that there was way less zombies, which I feel like the appeal of Dead Rising on the 360 was that there was hordes of zombies you can mow through. It just looked awful, it ran awful, and it just played awful. I didn't think it was a very good port for how great of a game Need for Speed Underground
was developed by Hired Gun. The weirder thing, though, is that Halo 2 Vista notoriously wasn't like, you know, the best form of Halo 2 by far. Came out in
refresh the everyday with Mentos Gum. Yes to fresh.
Here you go.
Cause that man, that mind, bro, that mind, melting, gone.
What the fuck?
But I just said, grown ass man about to shower to get what?
That was a
Grown ass man bought shoes to get in the shower.
fucked up no words. Nah, you didn't stutter or nothing.
Not stutter. No, never. Section that was real. Like that was like a real sentence.
The man nigga believe it.
2017, and it's 2025, and we're finally getting word about the Switch 2. But with that being said, then obviously the Nintendo Switch doesn't have the same power capabilities as a computer or an Xbox Series X or something like that. But it is really impressive what the Switch can do. Like The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, a great example of a modern game that still runs really well and is impressive, you know, for making the capabilities of the Switch be utilized to the best of its abilities. But sometimes other games make their way onto the Switch where it's a pretty big downgrade. It's not the best looking thing. And interestingly enough, Fortnite is probably the weirdest game on the Switch. Like, obviously Fortnite's a really popular game, but Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch, I want to say, is probably the worst way you could experience Fortnite in today's ecosystem. If you like watch performance plays of Fortnite, or you just try Fortnite on Nintendo Switch, it's a pretty big downgrade. Visually speaking, it's not good. A lot of the character models take a really long time to load in. It's not good. A lot of the character models take a really long time to load in. It's weird. The performance isn't the best. And it's interesting that we live in this era where mobile phones have gotten so powerful, especially through the Nintendo Switch's life, where you'll probably have a better experience playing Fortnite on like an Android phone, or if you can figure out how to play it on an iPhone, or even through the cloud, than you would actually playing on a Nintendo Switch. Now, I do think when the Switch 2 gets released, Fortnite will get a big upgrade and it'll look a lot better, but I'm surprised that Fortnite has managed to survive on the Switch, barely, with the performance that it does have. Fortnite isn't the only game that this fits into. There's a lot of other games out there. A notable one, Overwatch 2. Like, imagine playing Overwatch 2 on a Nintendo Switch. It has to be like the most insane experience that exists out there. Competitive FPS game that is like compressed down to be able to perform on a Nintendo Switch. It's an insane concept to begin with. There's a lot of other games I was surprised had a Nintendo Switch release. The Outer Worlds is on the Switch, surprisingly. It's playable. You can play the game, but when you start looking at the graphics side by side from like a PC version and the Nintendo Switch version, it's almost comically worse. I mean, I get they're trying to make it work. They're trying to just let you have the experience on the go. But it is interesting to see that the reason that there's this discussion about, like, is the Nintendo Switch going to be powerful enough to run a certain game, or is the Switch 2 going to be, you know, a big upgrade, is because a lot of these third-party games.
Yeah.
I'll say fuck the whole video.
That's crazy. Bitch, hold on, let's get through it. Cause we already started this shit. You might have missed the fucking video that we actually supposed to watch before we even got to this shit.
Alright, but you want to see the whole parts?
No. But, like, I actually want to get this, like, let me see something.
Orange Box?
Fuck no.
Watch Dogs Week? Whoa, I gotta see Watch Dogs.
I know that shit was bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a gamer in 2014, there was the 3 big consoles that games would release on. The Xbox One, the PS4, and the Wii U. And usually, much like with the Switch versions we talked about, the Wii U versions were the worst versions of these mainline games. We had like some Call of Duty games we talked about earlier on the Wii U and stuff like that. But another game that I remember being reviewed very badly was Watch Dogs for the Wii U. It just seemed like the Wii U was not able to handle an open world GTA style game like Watch Dogs. And obviously the resolution was lowered, the texture were lowered, the NPC count was lowered. It just seemed like the whole game was just like a downgrade. Now, the Wii U version essentially was abandoned after launch. They never got any patches after launch, so all the bugs stayed in. There was no DLC support. The gamepad was a afterthought. The features that you could do on the gamepad, which could have been cool. Like, Watch Dogs, you hack stuff, maybe on the Wii U version you could have used the gamepad to hack some stuff or like play a little mini game. They just had the map on the gamepad, as far as I know. After the poor sales of Watch Dogs on the Wii U, Ubisoft decided that they would not be making any more Wii U games, Wii U versions of the mainline games. I think we also had a couple of Assassin's Creed around the time, but I don't think they sold too well either. So I think Watch Dogs was like the final nail in the coffin for Ubisoft to drop the Wii U from their roster.
Ubisoft was banking pretty hard on the Wii U too, if I remember correctly. Like, they had a Zombie U as a launch title. Like, they believed it didn't work.
Cyberpunk 2077 is one of mine and Elijah's favorite game to come out in the last couple years. We both enjoyed the game despite its flaws. We thought the atmosphere was amazing. I had fun doing the story. It was well written, in my opinion. There was interesting characters, interesting things to do. And the DLC was also kind of good. But Cyberpunk 2077 also goes down in history as one of the worst launches.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen a trailer that looked so good in a game that when the game came out, it flopped so bad.
That shit crazy.
When I first saw that trailer, I was like, oh, they got them a hit. Enjoy that game? Niggas talking about some refund? I said, whoa. Then I had to see what they were talking about. Yeah, you showed us, son.
Check the symbol. Fuck up. Okay. Look that up.
You said they're good, Butcher?
Here you go. One thing at a time.
That's your search history. No, wait. No, don't do it yourself.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025.
This darkness comes to devour everything.
The purpose to avenge the brutal slaughter of her family at the hands of the ruthless Yotei 6. Tonight, we have a new look at the deadly, beautiful world of Ghost of Yotei.
The end of the world is this. Only in our mind.
Are you going to give me a lie? Swordsmith's daughter. I watched that tree burn. How did you escape?
Same way. I survived every battle. The thought of killing you. Ruthless spirits, wandering the land, driven by vengeance. Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
So say you can just trade it, you see the PlayStation's a big ass
Ruthless spirits, wandering the land, driven by vengeance. Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
It's cool when I notice it for that one fucking second.
The most important thing our owner's manual showed us was what to change. E.F. Goodrich, what are you building for?
Fucking dog. Oh, what's that? Yeah. Is it recording? It's commercial. Let me see. Seems like you're honest.
There you have it, an amazing new look at Ghost of Yotei, out October 2nd for PS5, and confirmed today on ONL, it's also getting a Legends co-op multiplayer DLC in 2026 with fantastical supernatural story and survival missions, all free if you own the base game. For nearly 3 decades, Resident Evil has terrified, thrilled, and defined the survival horror genre. Now, a new chapter rises from the shadows. Back in June at Summer Game Fest, we gave you the first glimpse at Resident Evil Requiem, and tonight, we are diving deeper with a brand new look that explores the haunting backstory of the game's protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, and why she may be the key to surviving what's coming.
Hi, Mom. You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done, just a sec.
It's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
Rude.
What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Grace, keep moving.
Oh, who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Come on in, Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that. What are you
I felt like I was just hearing that. Like she said, end out weird as fuck.
talking about? Just
Listen, it just felt weird as fuck.
grab my Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that. What are you talking about? Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Mom, I'm scared. No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
That's where I got that bitch. I just can't see like in that little cut. I literally can't see.
Yeah, it's dark as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I had to put flashlight enough on my joint earlier.
I'm looking at that nigga like, did I get him? Like, I'm watching.
I ain't seen that.
I saw the trauma. Ah, I see him. Ah, he moving. It's a fucking fly, nigga. I don't want him back. He did. It's a fly. I don't like flies. I don't like that shit. That can't do. I can do it.
Nigga ran Brad, bro. He gonna get the fucking game, boy. I'll tell you that.
Oh my god,
He's going to get that game.
All right, so you're fine checking out Chronos The New Dawn. So here's what happened. Bloober Team reached out, said, hey, do you want to try a VIP demo? It was like the first 2 hours of the game, and here we are. So I'm not going to say I'm scared, but I am nervous because the main menu looks insane. Whoever put that together did a great job, by the way. But likes, views, all that means a lot to me. If you want more of this game when it does drop early September, let me know. If we get like 15,000 likes on this video, definitely expect a part 2 when it does drop. Kind of a long wait until then, but either way, just kind of how it is right now. I did have one question. That's what's your favorite horror game you played in 2025 up to this point? I like reading those comments, but...
What the fuck you doing? Stick to that shit for fucking eternity.
He's wildin'. I ain't gonna catch.
Like you say, you got a full game right now?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That should say full game right there in the title. Like,
oh shit, this is a 2-hour video.
Dead ass, like full game, bitch. The game's not even out, bitch. Why am I watching the full fucking game?
Oh shit.
I'm like, you're not really hearing this nigga. I said, wait,
like intro, full game,
part 1. Like what? 1-2 hours in it?
That's crazy.
I'm watching it. Yeah, game, man.
That shit crazy.
On this side.
Charge into a free-to-play World of Warcraft mod that revitalizes your adventure in a Classic Plus app.
Just to play it safe. We got something else. Chemicals. How many we got right now? I can heal or I can craft ammo, but I can't craft ammo. I need like one more. Thing is, it seems like 3 is like the max. All right. So what I'll do is just hold on to what I currently have. Kind of like see what I need as it progresses, I guess. All right, Chaos Tamed. Things will return to normal soon. Sounds like some serious cope going on here. Foreign virus. Hold on. The entire country thanks to their swift response. Look how worn down everything looks. What is back here?
And the citizen changed. We have come into possession of a certain asset.
What kind of asset are they talking about? A little cliffhanger. All right. Anything here? Seems important. Maybe it's like a guide type thing.
High key, like
I got it slow. I'm just really not sure what I'm doing just yet. Kind of like this, almost an uneasy type vibe right now. I don't like this at all. What if I just sprint past everything? Something just rumbled. And you're up. That's crazy, because, like... That's crazy, because, like... Is that all? Thought I heard something else. What is right here? More energy. Sign me up, fam. Let's get this. Wait.
I'm not against that at all.
Oh my god, we gotta go down here. I was told...
Walk around the fucking spaceship.
One here. Jumped, I feel like. Bodies. That one while near.
It's faster than it is.
Metal scraps. Let's see.
I can't believe they made another dance. Just added this thing in.
Boxes destroyed, or whatever they're technically called. The crates. Alright, let's go see what this is. I'm just curious. Or not.
Where you left off.
Hold on. I don't want to help yet. Oh man, this feels like a waste of fun. Oh, I'm dead here. Yep, got me. Hey, it was bound to happen, right? My first death. You have nowhere to go down there. All right, run it back. Yep, got me. Hey, it was bound. Oh, I'm dead here. Yep, got me. Hey, it was bound to happen, right? My first death. You have nowhere to go down there. All right, run it back.
No, for real.
The screen popped up. You're dead.
Gases.
Wow.
You know, angry.
What the fuck? What the fuck pops up?
Fucking Stephen walking like
that was crazy.
You know, that's like the only thing that made sense to pop up. Honestly, a fucking song from fucking Monster.
I like American Dad popping up. That's cool.
I do too. Capital Dad Space and American Dad pop. I like that too.
Cool. Nah, let's do a review. Yeah. They're my boys.
Yeah, they're my boys too.
Hello, and we're back with another episode of Before You Buy, that show where we give you some straight up gameplay and our first impressions of the latest games releasing. As usual, it's me, Jake Baldino, and we've been very busy here lately. Today we're talking about the Dead Space remake. Now, this is developed by Motive, a studio of EA, and this is a big win for them, straight up, right out the gate. Like, I went into this thinking Dead Space was already pretty rock solid, not really needing a full ground up remake, but they did it, and now I'm convinced. It's a fun experience here. It's not massively changed, but smartly changed, like a bit more exploration and secrets, refinements, side quests, a bit more within combat, and some story tweaks and cool additions, but
on a 2-year-old video.
And that's what I just signed.
47 seconds in.
That's the game y'all trying to promote? No, man. They gotta do better. That's just lazy. Shit lady as fuck. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's the shit I be talking about. That's why gaming is shit. That's why gaming is shit nowadays. Cause motherfuckers be trying to make the same game that motherfuckers already played since the PS2. We get it. If you're not gonna add the same niggas and say it's another game, we're not gonna give a fuck. Every time. Every single time. A new nigga, same gameplay, no care. No care. Give us the same nigga though. I bet we on that shit every day.
Just like a bit more exploration and secrets, refinements, side quests, a bit more within combat, and some story tweaks and cool additions. But of course, it's also got incredibly shiny graphics and presentation.
Fucking keep in the back, then you know, Lord. All right.
And sound that I don't usually hit at the start.
Like honestly, that nigga just was like you're just in a shit, like you just wake up in a shit, but you trying to really find your way around the shit, man. This is like
I'm like, how does it happen 3 times though? That's what I'm asking. You said same nigga. You say different nigga. I ask that question.
It's the same nigga every single time. And I can promise you, I don't know. Every single time I don't know. It might be a different nigga under the mask, but it's pretty sure the same fit every single time. Same nigga, like doing the same shit.
A different nigga under the mask, I even have no question. Like,
because graphics.
Yeah, like the same protagonist name or some shit.
Square.
Yeah, how the fuck do you keep ending back up?
Graphics aren't always everything, but for here, it really works with the immersion and changes things up. This Dead Space is a thrilling playthrough or 3. Now, whether or not the changes or the trip back is worth the full price is a bit more subjective to you and your wallet, of course, but I'm just glad that this turned out to be a good game. Let's break it all down. And just so you know, this was captured on PC with an RTX 2080 with settings mostly at high, and this video is as spoiler-free as I can be. But I still recommend going in as unaware as possible if you've never played Dead Space. If you're new, there are like surprises like a mile a minute, so it's tough, but I won't show any later game story stuff. So, the setup, Dead Space, at least it's like 500 years in the future, and you are Isaac Clarke. He's an engineer with a small team who investigates the Ishimura, this massive ship. It's a corporate planet cracker used for harvesting resources from planets in deep space. And very quickly, you board this ship to see what's going on, and within like 5 minutes, there are monsters that are called necromorphs. You need to fight your way through the ship in action survival horror gameplay style to figure out what's going on and also save your girlfriend, sorta. Now, the Dead Space series has a lot of lore, but this first game keeps it pretty humble and simple. Whereas in the original version, Isaac was actually a voiceless protagonist. He talks in this one. To line it up with Dead Space 2 and 3 a little better, actor Gunnar...
You know what happened? I ain't gonna lie. PlayStation All-Stars. Immediately rang. I was like, why do I know a nigga name? I think about why do I know a lot of gaming niggas names like a Cole. Infamous.
Cole is the GOAT.
Like, and I was like, why do I know that nigga name? All-Stars really had it, like, everything. Ho! Isaac! Like, I was like, who the fuck is Isaac? He got him laughing, swinging out the though. I remember that shit, like, bro, me and Brandon played PlayStation All-Star. That was some of the best time I had with that nigga.
That was a good ass game.
That was a great fucking game. Never gonna come back. I ain't gonna say never come back, cause I heard they're doing another one. Like, soon?
Shit like that, though?
Yeah, like, they're gonna do a new one.
That'd be good.
No, it gotta be good.
That shit was really fucking good.
And you know, this shit gotta compete with, like, a Super Smash Bros. Nowadays.
You can feel them hits, bro. I remember being crazy.
As soon as they got a super, game over. As soon as a motherfucker got a super, game the fuck. I don't care.
Everybody dies. They ain't with them supers.
Everybody had the meanest super. Like, everybody's super was like OD ass crazy. Like, you could, that nigga got a super just right.
Cole super was hella like, man, I'm fucking niggas up.
That nigga shit was OD.
You could be bad or good. You could be
bad. Yeah, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fire as fuck. They really had both of them niggas.
Yeah, that was wild, cuz. Wow.
Lil Seppo was decent. I remember, like, Fat Princess, her super was OD as fuck.
I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yo, no bullshit. Whole time, like, who the fuck is this girl? But she had a whole ass hand too. You know what's so crazy? You know what's so insane about that? Never seen any gameplay.
Man, I said his name to the star. Said what the fuck?
They really had it, bro. They had to get some female representation. That's all I know.
Let's go there.
Let's do it.
I seen enough Dead Space. That's a cop. But they had me at the stump. Oh, and they did this fucking years ago. Like, yeah. All right. But let me see.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it that all caps lock be pissing me off.
They're all caps what?
All caps lock when you type this shit in, pissing me off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like blows
The Chase Sapphire Lounge by the.
It's a certain reason my caps lock always be on. I think it's because of my Twitch shit or something, or I don't remember. Like, I think it's my title videos.
Yeah.
I do a lot of titling shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So I just always cap shit.
I can see that like on Twitch.
You feel me? A whole lot of titling on my Mac too, fam. Like my YouTube on that bitch. You feel me? I'm gonna title the fuck out that video. You feel me? Copy paste descriptions. Yeah.